Joining us live now is Barbara Thompson. Barbara's an ocean engineer who has spent most of her career in naval architecture.
Barbara, thanks for being with us tonight. I mean, clearly this is a sad situation for these families who are worried about their loved ones tonight. How serious is the overall situation right now?
Well, I first have to say that my heart goes out to those families. This is nothing short of catastrophic. I mean, there's potential loss of life, and there's complete destruction of the rig, and then there's the pollution that comes from the oil that's still flowing from the uncapped well.
And Barbara, we're hearing now, of course, you get later details as the story unfolds, that one crew member who was rescued said there was an initial explosion, and then about 3 hours passed before there was a second explosion that engulfed this rig in flames.
I can only speculate about that, not having been out there, but I would think that there's fuel storage on board, and that was probably, I don't know for sure, but that's likely the cause of the second explosion.
So, Barbara, if that is indeed the case, what we're hearing from this worker who was rescued, what are the procedures for evacuation, even with a smaller level fire, to make sure workers are out in case of an explosion like this?
Well, I understand on a rig like this, they have weekly drills, and the procedure is to control what you can control either remotely or directly. If there's any sort of hydrocarbons flowing, or if there's any engines, machinery that you need to shut down, and then immediately evacuate the rig. And everybody on the rig knows where they're supposed to be at a certain time to get in lifeboats and to escape.
All right, and finally, Barbara, anytime there's a disruption in the oil supply system, it seems the price of gasoline goes up. Is that a possibility here?
You know, I don't think so. I was reviewing some of the oil prices today, and they don't seem to be fluctuating much. I understand there's about 8,000 barrels a day leaking from this, and while that sounds like a large number, we use 19 million barrels a day here in the U.S., so it's a big problem, but it's not so much that it would disrupt oil prices.
All right, Barbara Thompson, thanks so much for your insight tonight.
You're welcome.
Well, the largest school district in Houston, the largest may be